Hello, hello. Oh my goodness, my my Mac just came up with all kinds of notices which I didn't expect. Right, everyone, welcome to our live. Oh, how are we all doing? I'm just looking at the comments here because we've Easter week. Yes, because of course it was Easter. And yeah, we had a quiet weekend, quiet day, so that was good. I hope you had a nice time with your families. And yes, we are still on the Mosaic Cal. Oh my goodness, so much has happened there. So much is happening. Why is the screen not? My view is different from. I'm always trying to make it interesting, but now you can't see the blanket. Oh well, never mind. I'll stay like this for a little while. Hi everyone. Hello, hello. It's been a really lovely day here. We've had lots of sun, so it's been great to. Well, yeah, Dirk and I went for a walk because we had to do something sometimes, so yes, it's lovely to see you all here. Yes, Helene. Yeah, you had Koningsdag gisteren. Yeah. And of course, for a long time it was Koninginnedag, eh? But now it's Koningsdag. Yes. Yeah. Lovely sunshine in the UK, well, at least in the south of UK, and it was a London Marathon today, so that was a big event as well. So yeah. Ah. So, how are we all doing with the Cal? So many people are going for it. You've all, lots of you have been posting in the Facebook group. It's great to see all your progress. But of course, remember, okay, first of all, it's not a race, right? You have your time when you do your crochet. I have my time when I publish my videos, okay? And I need to stick to that. So I have very clearly labeled, numbered the videos. Make sure you indicate very clearly where you are. Video 1, video 2, video 3, and so on. Do it at your pace. Now, I know, again, it was a little bit awkward as well. The way I designed the blanket and the way we start with the video and then how I split it up, what I present to you in a video, when that video comes out, it's not always logical. Okay. Sometimes I give you fewer rows to do or easier rows to do at the weekend, and then the more difficult ones in the middle of the week. Doesn't make sense. But that's what I had to do. Okay. So so I couldn't just say, yeah, no, we're on a pause because, so just keep in mind, I have to publish the videos at one point. I had to break up the pattern at one point, at certain points. So just for your own sanity, okay, just keep well track of what you are doing, where you are, and which video you are working on, and just keep on doing them. Keep on doing them in order. Okay. Now, each week there is not only the actual chart, but there is also the chart with the videos that you need to watch. Okay. So make sure that you check that as well, because that will tell you which parts you can find where. And you might need to go back to a previous video because things will start coming back, will be repeated. Okay, so that's important as well, that you do realize certain things will be repeated, which will make it easier for you, which will make it quicker or whatever, or more familiar for you as well. So not every week will be completely brand new. Now, oh, thank you, Deborah. Yes, first time doing mosaic. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're enjoying it, even if you've done mosaic for a long time, even if it's your first time, even if you think, oh, I'm not really sure about this, but I like the technique. I like this, the design, whatever you liked, whatever drew you to the pattern, to making the cal. I hope you are enjoying it. And yes, I've had a few people saying, oh, it's amazing how we can do it, with placing those double crochets. It makes a design. Isn't it wonderful? It's so nice. But yes, take it one row at a time. And I know. You see, row 4. Sorry, I'm reading comments as well. Row 4, Ah, you didn't think you'd like it so much, Tracy. Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you, Angie. Yes, it's so relaxing. See, the thing is, Jill, first time, but loving it. Yes, fantastic. Couldn't find crochet. More, Bob, well done, and you found your glasses, so that will that will help you. um, yes, of course, yeah. Mm, here we are. I like row 4. Yes, row 4, exactly, Manon. Yes, you have got to see row 4 as a row, right? A row where you know exactly what you're doing, because you're just doing a single crochet back loop only. And you know what? Those row 4s go quicker than you think. A nice breather in between. Yes, Ingrid, yes. Okay, Amanda. So if you're not a row 4 fan, make sure you find out, because you say you keep losing a stitch, make sure you find out what it is, excuse me, that you are doing while you're losing that stitch. Okay, because row 4 is there for a little bit of a breather, a little bit of a down point, sort of lower energy that you need, almost, sort of, you don't need to think so much. But also row 4 is needed for bringing space in between the designs. And in my blanket here, I do not have that many row 4s, but in a way, yes, of course, I wish I had. But this was the first version we made, and we made this thinking, how tall is it going to be? Okay, and it wasn't tall enough, so I added row 4s for you to do, so it would be taller. So row 4 is there for many reasons, and I do hope that even if you're now thinking, you know I don't really like row 4, try to see the benefit of row 4. I like that. Try to see the benefit of doing row 4. Many levels of benefit. Because, yes, thank you, Charmaine. Oh my goodness, you're watching the Gilmore Girls. Oh, I love the Gilmore. I can smell snow. Oh my goodness, I love the Gilmore Girls. Yes. Do you know what? Oh no, don't go down that route, Anya. Do not stay with the topic. Stars, hollows, yeah. Anyway. Yes, I mean, oh, fantastic, Angie. Yes, I have been doing a lot of email unsubscribing as well. And now every time I do subscribe to something, I keep an eye on those particular mails. And if I don't like them, I'll just unsubscribe within a week or two. So I'm finding I've got a lot more, sort of an attitude with them. If I don't like the mails or I'm not immediately reading them, I'm getting rid of them because there's no point in, clogging up my email box. Yeah. Yes, Gilmore Girl inspired crochet project. Yeah, maybe, maybe. Oh, Jan, well, you've got to see it in a positive way. You've got to see it in a positive way. Maybe you can now concentrate on, doing something more with crochet. I don't know. Yeah. So make sure you realize the benefit of row 4, and we'll get going again on Wednesday. So of course, the way I have to publish my videos is my normal schedule. Okay, so on Wednesday and on Friday, they'll be at 6 p.m. GMT. So that means maybe another time, but it at where you are, but it is still my usual publish time. Okay, so you can count on that. That's still going to be the same any time, really. Yes, I have done CALs where we have just the one video for the actual CAL in the week. But of course, this time I did announce that we would need more videos. So I'm doing 10 in total. So make sure, as I stated before, that you are doing them in order, making sure you see the charts and which parts to do. Now, it is very important that not only do you read the key, because that first blog post for week or video 1 had a really long blog post because that was the key. Make sure you read that, okay? Because there might be something appearing later on as well, which of course I do explain in the videos. So it's important that you watch the videos as well. Okay. And everything is there. Everything is explained in the keys, in the videos for you to be able to do the weekly episodes, not only with the written pattern, with the chart, but also with the video. Okay. Right. Okay. Lillian, I'm very, very happy to do this for you. I know you all love it. Once for me at the moment, it feels like the work for the CAL is over for me because I've done it all, all these weeks of preparation, of trying to get everything sorted. It's done, it's dusted. And yeah, it's lovely to see you all starting now and you all doing the work and seeing all your lovely, lovely blankets. It's amazing that, you know, something that I've been dreaming up almost, because designing is like you sort of dream up something, a concept, a theme, and here it is. Here it is. Okay, I can't go down this route, but on so many people's hooks, in so many people's living rooms, craft rooms, laps, working on it, thinking about, oh my goodness, I can't. Yeah, it's just wonderful to know that now finally so many people are working on this, and there will be for a long time to come. We are still selling packs for the jam jar, for the Lizzie, for the Greenway, all the time. So sometimes Luke says, "Oh, guess what? Somebody bought, the jam jar happiness pack." And I'm like, wow, people are still finding it, still making it. It's unbelievable, just unbelievable. So yes, it's out in the world there now. We're going to continue with the cowl, and it's just lovely to know. And yes, the Greek keys. I mean, I thought in a way, once I came up with the idea of doing that, because I traipsed through Pinterest, right? Because yes, Tracy, you want to keep on going. Yeah, somebody crocheted until 4:30 in the morning. Oh my goodness. you know. So, finding the design, or not finding it, but thinking up the design, because of course I wanted to make a design that wasn't done before. So I was looking at Pinterest thinking, okay, flowers, no, lines, no, diagonals, no, this side, diamonds, square, all the things, it's all been done. It's all been done. And so I was like, what am I going to do? What design am I going to use? Because obviously there's so many designs already out there. And of course, I kept on typing mosaic crochet into Pinterest. And then at one point, I started getting the actual mosaic, the tiny tiles put in a design. And then all these Greek elements started coming up, and I thought, that's it. That's it. We're going down the historical route, like I always like to do, right? So in a way, it was really lovely to be able to bring in another layer to this blanket theme, mosaics, Greek, mythology, whatever it's called. But yeah, Greek keys. I think they also call them Greek meanders. Somebody mentioned that. Yeah, Ingrid. Wink, wink. Hope we can be looking forward to more in the future. Yes, I mean, now that I've done one, I can do more, but obviously it will just be, as and when, okay? Yes, Janet, thank you. Thank you. It would be great to actually do one of these. Yes, fantastic. Working on the reading shawl. Yes, that remains such a popular design, such a popular pattern as well. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Tracy. It's not always possible for us to control the adverts. Jan, we did go. We went to Paphos. It's really hard to. There's a new thing with YouTube, and they're putting in more adverts. I don't know why, how. Sorry about that. It's just, yeah, something that I can't always control, because this is live. We can sort of look at them before we have a video that goes out, but during the live, it's not always possible. Yeah, algorithm testing. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, what I have to tell you tonight is also something quite special. So we're going to talk about whether size does matter or not in crochet, but not just yet. I would like to talk about this here. So Dirk came to me and he said, look, I think I want to make a special edition pack. I know, Laurie. Yes, I know. This is the thing. The adverts do give me the income. the fact that you're watching the videos gives me income because you're watching and you're into maybe, sort of watching the adverts, maybe watching a little bit longer or even interacting with them. And that does help to give me income. And that's why also I do like it that you're actually watching my videos and that you watch them for a longer time until the end, you see. Because that is the thing. If YouTube thinks that I have engaged viewers, then they might put better adverts on and things like that. So this is how it happens. And in a way, it doesn't cost you anything. It just costs you some time. So I hope you appreciate that that's what it's about. And yeah, I mean, I'm giving you all this free content, I'm making it, creating it. And so the more you watch, the more comes back to me as well. And then, yeah, I'm also encouraged to make more as well because I get a little bit in return as well. So, but of course, for me as well, I get this. Or where are you? There. I get all the lovely comments, all those names that are here every week, supporting me, asking me questions, letting me know how they're doing and things like that. And oh my goodness, I enjoy that as well. That is part of my reward as well. And certainly also in the Facebook group, we have such a lovely community there, people helping each other, the moderators in there, fantastic people who are helping you as well. So yes, all that is a lot as well. But, sometimes the encouragement is, not, of course, it all encourages me. But yes, if I can put some money towards something, then of course that is very boosting for me as well. Like, for example, my slats there, making a lovely background for filming maybe in the future. It's not painted yet. It isn't yet. It will be soon. It will be soon. Okay. Fantastic, Diana. Fantastic. So, what was I saying? Oh, yes, this pack here, right? So they came to me and he said, I would like to make a pack with a certain amount of colors. He says, because this pack here is very special. Now, Starcraft has made their own colors now in Yorkshire. So they're making their own yarn balls in Yorkshire. And they came out with 20 new colors in October last year. And they are now also starting to make their own colors. So what I'm saying is, no. What I'm trying to say is they're also now making the old colors in Yorkshire. Okay. But for one color, they kind of got the formula wrong. So for this one here, this is duck egg. And that duck egg has a slightly different color to the old duck egg. And they don't make it like that anymore. So we have now put this pack together of a lot of the new colors. Some, like parchment cream, Parma Violet and Lincoln, are the older colors, but all made in Yorkshire. So this pack here is unique because we only have about 25 balls of this duck egg left. Okay, he's put it in a pack and that's it. We are going to be selling this as a pastel 2025 limited edition because once that duck egg is gone, you will not be able to get that anymore. So it's they don't make it anymore. It's not available anymore. We've got some left and we want to offer it to you in a special pack. All these yarn balls are made in Yorkshire, so all made in the UK. Most of those are new colors. Some of them are old ones, but the duck egg is the special one because it is a different color to the original color. So it's the limited duck egg pastel color. And you might be able, I don't know whether I can get them both in the picture. See, this, can't really tell. That is duck egg there, and that is duck egg there as well. So there is a slight difference I can see. So this pack, I would say, is a lovely colorway, but it's limited. So if you want it, go and have a look on the website. If it's still there and you manage to buy it, then you've got it. But it is going to be a special pack, limited edition. So if you want that one, then make sure you don't miss out. But I haven't got a project with it because we are mid-cal, and Dirk just came up to me and said, look, I've got an idea. I've put some of these together because we've got this duck egg. We can't really put it with anything else because here that would make it a different look. I said, so let's do a limited edition of a pack and see if people will like it. So I'm really liking those colors. I'll try and not give this back to him, I think. I'll just keep the pack. I'll just say I'll need it for display purposes. Shall I? Yeah. Oh my goodness. So yes, so of course, again, it's 15 balls. You can make a lot of things with that. You can make a blanket with it. Okay. There's lots of patterns out there. Of course, look, Lizzie, Jam Jar, Greenway, Windermere, and more. Okay. Now, yes, we have 10 cals, so you can pick and choose for those colors. Now, the thing is, you see, the moment you have 15 balls of yarn, you can easily make a blanket. Janet, there is no difference between Wendy and Stylecraft. The only difference really is the price. Maybe Stylecraft is, now that they are making their balls in Yorkshire, maybe they're a little bit softer, but other than that, I don't feel any difference. Dirk, have you got a link to the pattern? Have you got a link to the pack, please? Oh, Michelle, yes, well. Janet just answered my question. Okay. I can't keep up with. Okay. Right. Now, also, yes, so 15 balls, you can make a blanket. Now, whenever I do a cal, we make sure that you will be able to finish your blanket with the yarn that is in the pack. Okay. Remember the Netflix blanket that has 16 balls, because yes, it was a different type of setup for that blanket, and there was so much black involved, and I just needed that extra ball. So that's why there's 16 balls for that blanket. But generally, for the normal cals, 15 balls is fine. For this one, in fact, you will be able to make the blanket and the bag as well. Okay. Now, the thing is, I know that a lot of you want to, okay, you want to be careful and you want to make sure that you have enough yarn left over. And this is why I wanted to talk today about whether size matters. Okay. There's a lot of sizing that can be done in crochet, and sometimes it matters, sometimes it doesn't. And I try to take that worry away from you. Okay, 15 balls will make a blanket. You might have to substitute maybe a row at the end in a different color. We've had that happen before, but weight wise, you will have enough yarn. Now, very often in these blankets here, it doesn't really matter too much that you've got a different color, because you're still in that same palette of colors. You're still working with the same type of colors with, by substituting them. So that's not going to be such a problem. The fact is that sometimes size does matter with wearables. But then again, with blankets, it doesn't really matter. But then on the other hand, it does matter depending on what hook size you use. And again, with the testers, in advance, we have people who use all kinds of hook sizes. I use a 3.5, Julie, sometimes even a 4.5, 4, and we get all kinds of sizes, but they are still within that 15 ball limit. Okay, so it's very often people are like, oh, how wide should it be? Mine is only this, or mine is way bigger. We've had testing where Angel had such a wide blanket that we thought, oh my goodness, we hope she's got enough yarn, and she did. So, in a way, we always work it out. We always seem to work it out. Oh, thank you, Simple Me, for watching. Yes. Oh, she even uses a 5, Julie. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so we've had people run out of yarn, but then it happened that they took the wrong color at one point and they kept using that same color, and then they ended up having more of another ball left over that they hadn't used when they should have used. So there was always something there, but we always figured it out, and it was easily remedied. So we do indeed test to account for all kinds of sizes and hooks and tensions, and the way you do your stitches. So we try to take it all into account. But on the other hand, you've always got stash. Honestly, how many people are like, oh yeah, but I'll use that from my stash. If you do run out, go and have a look in your stash. I'm sure you'll have something in there that you can use. But before you do that, there's always some yarn left over in the pack that you will be able to use instead. Now, of course, for this one here, it's going to be harder because, of course, you're going to have cream and then a color, and you don't want to upset the system. But there was quite a lot left from this one. Okay, yes, we didn't have the row 4s in there, all the row 4s, but even so, I still had yarn left after making the bag from that pack. So we are good to go here. Okay, so also we have done a lot of preliminary videos, and with those smaller projects you were able to determine what hook to use. And again, size of hook does matter. I use a 3.5, and I am able to use that for just about anything. mosaic, sort of, I don't know whether that was a 3 or a 4, 3.5 or a 4, but, depending on what I want to achieve. If I just want to do the blanket, I'll do a 3.5. If I want a looser, more relaxed fabric, then I'll use a little bit bigger. But I don't have to amend, you see. So some of you have to start with a bigger hook and then go to a smaller hook. And some of you find that it would have been better to go even smaller, things like that. So I don't I don't have to do that. But, again, the smaller projects would have been able to help you determine that. And I think in a way, those people who have done the smaller projects, they might have just made a little switch that they needed to actually make sure that they were doing the blanket correctly from the start. So I do hope that if you have trouble with that, I do hope that those little videos did help you. Okay. Fiona, 15 centimeters is plenty. They will not come undone. Okay, they will not come undone. Fantastic, Chris. Wonderful. Amazing, Debbie. Yes, that's the thing. Then you've got some leftovers. You can make it for smaller items. Yeah. Okay, Amanda. So you usually use a 5, but now you're using a 4 and it's much better. Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, for the 4.5 for the boxes. Yeah. Yes, so Debbie, yes. So if you know you crochet quite tightly, then yes. Caroline, no, I don't advertise for testers. I have regular ones, and actually, it's the moderators that I have in the group. So the moderators, they moderate in the Facebook group. They moderate here on, like this, because they do a very good job. They moderate here on YouTube, and they do the testing for me. So we work together. And I organize a mini cal for them as well. So normally we set a date when to start, and then I send them not weekly patterns. I send them 5 daily patterns. Pieces of the pattern. Every 5 days, I send out a part, and off it goes. We work in a document. They leave me their comments, or a document, I mean the pattern. They leave me their comments in there. I go in and check it. So we it's like a one document that we all work in together. And it works really well. And we send them the yarn as a thank you. But they do have to make the blanket. But they do really well, and they give me great feedback. And of course, they test without the videos or much explanation from me. I don't give them much. I just give them the written pattern and off they go. So that's what happens. So they sort of, she cracks the whip, Julie says. We sort of, I organize a mini cal for them just to give them that excitement as well. We do it quicker than the normal cal, but yes, I tried to make sure that obviously if they have questions, I will answer them, but they don't get much information in advance. No. Yeah, blind mice. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Diana. Yes, they do work hard. I have to say they are always there. They're always replying to comments, and also for me as well. They when we do the testing, and it's not just the CAL patterns that we test, okay? They test like that one, the puff or shawl. Whenever I am ready with a pattern, I share it with them, and well, those patterns are less sort of rigid. We with a cal, we do it as a mini cal, so it gives them the little bit of excitement as well. We start on this date, and then they make sure that they have time to do it. Husbands are told they have to do their own cooking kind of thing, well, or whatever, but that way they also have that excitement of doing a cal. But for other projects like the puff or shawl, like any other shawl that we might be working on right now, I just send them the link when I'm ready, and they'll try it out as and when. A couple of days before that video comes out, I'll ask them, or when the pattern needs to be finished, I'll ask them, make sure you go and have a look. Is there any feedback? And I go into the pattern and check it, and that's where we're at. So generally, it works really well. And they generally do look for, they want to make them as well, because I've then been teasing them with pictures of my version of whatever I'm making. They've seen all the, sort of the lookbook pictures kind of thing, and then they want to make it as well, which is great, because then they are testing the pattern, right? Ah, fantastic, Ingrid, fantastic. No. The poncho is here because the poncho has been out for a long time. There's a lookbook and a video for that. And also, yes. And also there's a video for the neck opening as well, which I made too big, too small. I had to decide on that. So there, Julie says, haha, yes, I have the don't talk to me for the next 4 weeks. It's Cal time. Look on my face. Hubby is well trained. Yeah. I've got that here as well. Some, sort of like, nope. I'm working on this now. This will be for a couple of weeks, and then he knows. Oh. Have you seen what Dirk said? They are called the A team. Yes, we call ourselves the A team, the Anya team. The A team. They love it when a plan comes together. Da, da, da. Oh. Wendy, yes, exactly. You tried on that poncho. Yes. It's the dream team. Angela, they truly are. They truly are. And how I found them, Jan, I have no idea. I think they found me in a way, because I'm so lucky with them. I'm really, really lucky with them. Yeah. Caroline, I don't know whether you will need extra yarn, because obviously the pack is not meant to do the reverse mosaic. So you might need more yarn than prescribed, than the normal blanket. But of course, that's an alteration that you've made that you then have to make sure that you've got enough yarn for. So see how far you get, and then you might need to order some more yarn. Okay. Yes, the additional video on how to make the neck opening. See, there we go. So this is why I've got this here. Size mattered here. Okay. So I started with the squares, and that gave me a basic layout for my poncho. Then I added these ones. And of course, here, these rows, you could amend. You could make the poncho bigger or smaller, depending on how many rows you did. But then the neck opening, you had to look at that, because what size was it going to be? So there we go. So for wearables, size does matter. And I'm wearing can you see what I'm wearing? I'm wearing the Venice cardigan. Okay. Again, their size matters because we are making a wearable. And that's when it is important. Okay. Because, of course, I don't know what shape or size you are. And yes, it's all very well for shops to make clothing and you go in, you try them on. If it doesn't fit, you don't buy it, you leave it and you get something else from somewhere else. But of course, I don't know how I'm going to amend my pattern to your size. So I give you the instructions on how to make it so it fits you. Okay. So Venice. It's the Venice cardigan, like the city, the town, the city Venice in Italy. So yes, you can make, the sleeve as long as you want. You can make the body as long as you want. You can make this because it's not meant to close, so it sort of stops here. I don't know whether you can see. I'm wearing a black dress as well as a black cardigan. You can see it stops here. You could make it so it stops there. See? So it is, it is a way of making a cardigan. I give you the stitch, I give you the way to construct it, but you can amend it to your own body, to your own size, or to whoever you are making this cardigan for. Okay, we've had lots of people making the Venice cardigan. Such wonderful pictures I have seen. And yes, it is a particular style of cardigan, but it is easily amended to your shape or size or whatever you want to do. So there we go. We have, again, something where size does matter, but in a way it doesn't matter because you can amend it to your size. See what I mean? So I try, like I said in the beginning of this topic, I try to take away the worry of sizing by doing it all for you, by giving you the instructions on how to make it bigger or smaller, by giving you the possibilities to make it bigger or smaller, and by by giving you enough yarn to make the blanket. So there we go. Yeah, Venice cardigan. Yeah. Do you find having a dressmaker's dummy help with wearables? Yes, it does. Sometimes when I am making something and you can't see what it's like on yourself, so I do like having her around, having her around. She's great for showing off things like now. She loves showing off wearables. She also loves scaring people. Anybody who walks in our door and sort of doesn't realize it's not a real person, they all go, oh, okay, oh, that gave me a fright. It's so funny. We're so used to her now, but whenever there's whenever a stranger comes in the house, I hide her now. When the man came to put the blinds in, I put her in the bedroom because I thought otherwise it's going to be scared to walk into the into the lounge. Yeah, she's called Charlotte Page. She's called Charlotte because when I bought her, they had different styles of these mannequins, and this one was called Charlotte, so that's why I called her Charlotte. And Berlin would have been a good name as well. Exactly, yes, that would have been a good name. Mm. Elizabeth, you can get dolls that you can actually screw and you can make them your size. So I know now that whatever I make for myself is too big for Charlotte. I have put some extra fillers up here, if you know what I mean. Up there, she's got two extra because she was rather flat. Hmm. Okay. um, but other than that, yeah, she's wearing a dress of mine, which is too big for her. I thought I had a dress for her, but yeah, I she's now wearing this. She likes that, she said so. But yes, so that way I can see what it, will be like on me. So I need to make it just a tiny bit bigger for her. Well, too big for her, and then it's okay for me. She can't talk back exactly. Jan, yes, quick, very quick to make. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Susan, to be honest, the first days we had her here, I did scare myself as well, it's normal, isn't it? You think, oh, there's somebody there because you see the shape, it's the shape, right? Actually, I don't mind that she doesn't have a head. It's fine. I don't find that scary, but I do love the fact that she has lovely arms. Okay, she has really nice wooden arms, and I can, yeah, the fingers are of course dangerous, if you know what I mean. She's a bit squeaky, but yeah, she has lovely arms. A bit thin. But no, I mean, the wooden arms, you can unscrew them. You can screw the hand off as well. It all comes apart. Look. Oh! That was the wrong finger. But yeah, so it all comes apart. It all goes apart, goes together with these things. Her shoulders as well. So yeah, it's really nice to put her together. So when she's wearing something, or when I've got to get her dressed, you just have to make sure you put the right hand in the right place and screw it far enough. But yeah, no, she's lovely. I really like her. Best alarm system ever, bought at Stitches in Birmingham. Yeah, we bought her at the yarn fair. Yes, her fingers can be misbehaving. Sharon, I chose Ophelia because I like Shakespeare, and Hamlet's girlfriend is called Ophelia, and I just love the name, and that's why I chose it. Who knew it would become such a big thing, right? It was just going to be a small YouTube channel. And that's why I didn't, think about it really. Yes, Elizabeth, they are expensive. Yeah. So this one, I can't remember how much we paid for it, but not cheap. Not cheap. But to be honest, for me, for showing off something for her, for being here, so I can be wearing something, she can be wearing something. The other day, she was holding a shawl like this. So, for me, she's really, really useful. And I think, yes, I've not regretted having her at all. Plus, of course, you can use her to actually measure things. I've shown it in videos as well, where I have actually using those crocodile clips, you know to actually pin things together and put it on her. So yes, she does help me with the designing of a wearable as well. So it's, yeah, she's very useful. not only as a model, as a helper for making the wearables, but also for a security system. See? Extra security. Oh, yes, Sharon. It was from Hamlet. Yeah, one of my favorite plays. Yeah. Kitty, thank you. Thank you. Yes, why not choose a pretty name, right? Might as well. Hi, Louise. You'll have to go back to the beginning because we've had lots of gossip here. Lots of gossip. Yes, Caroline. Yeah, I know how that feels. Uh, which is part of the reason why I like making my own cardigans now. This dress, I can do that up quite nicely. Look at that. Oh, that button doesn't seem to be wanting to go. There we go. So that's nice. But yeah, very often it doesn't work. But there we go. We have to live with it. We have to live with them. So yes, I would say I think Charlotte was a bit flat. So I've made her look a little bit more like me. A little bit more. Teresa says, yeah. She they're going for it now. So Julie says she's the silent moderator. Yeah, she's the silent partner. Thank goodness she is silent. Can you imagine the story she could tell, the secrets she could give away? Because you see, very often she will be wearing something that's not going to be available on the channel just yet. Because, yes, she's wearing the boho poncho at the moment, but she was not wearing that earlier. Ah. And then Teresa says, yes, it was either Charlotte or one of us stood in the background of the live each week going like this, holding the shawl or modeling the wearable. Well, Teresa, that would mean I'd have to feed you and give you tea as well. That's a bit much. Oh. Thank you, Chris. Bye. um, I, okay. Don't take this the wrong way, Julie, but I'll make a step for you to stand on. Sorry. Yeah. Just a good thing that Layla can't talk. Yeah, that's let Derek model. No. Do you know why I was a minute late tonight? Do you know why? Because he was in here talking about that pack and he was like there and there. I was like, it's 29. I've got to get started. Yeah, but this and this and this and this. I'm like, go. I had to show him the door. Oh my goodness. Fantastic, Amanda. See, this is what I wanted. The way that you can amend the Venice cardigan. She made it extra long and a little bit bigger. Fantastic. And it fits perfectly. There we go. Plus, also, don't be afraid to undo it. When you're making a wearable, make it measure, make, measure, make, measure all the time. Okay? All the time. I don't provide you with sizes because I believe that you cannot predict how somebody is going to be wearing this, how it is going to fit for someone. I say, do this, try it on. Even if it is just a part where you think, yeah, but that doesn't really, try it on. Just hold it where it should go. Make more. Try it on. Make more. Try it on. Very, and then you get to the waistcoat stage, and people post their waistcoat stage. It's amazing, amazing. I'm getting, they're like, I'm at the waistcoat stage. Fantastic, because that means your actual body of your cardigan fits you. And then you've passed the post already, because all you need to do is the sleeves, and the sleeves are easier than the body. Okay. So yes, I mean, make, try on, make, try on. That's the way we do it. Mm. Yeah, Debbie. um, I had been, because, sort of when I'm filming the CAL, I try to do that in not one sitting, obviously. Well, I try to do it in one sitting, but it doesn't work. So I try to start in the morning, film all day, start the next day, film all day, and I go on. And of course, I am spending a lot of time at my desk, on the desk, working, filming. And she started noticing, because she's going to appear in more videos, she started noticing that actually there was a nice soft blanket on the desk. And I was there all the time. And, she thought, let's just go there. So yeah, she started coming onto the desk, which she doesn't normally jump on, but yeah, because that blanket was there and I was always here, she just wanted to be with me. There's one more video, I think, where she's just there all the time. Um, so yeah, that's how it goes, and yeah, she'll be in more videos, okay? But it was lovely to see her. And also, I didn't want to sort of say, oh, go away, and redo the video. And I thought, well, no, because she's part of the channel, she's the logo. I didn't want to she's there, she's in there, she's not doing anything wrong. And yeah, that's how it goes. And at least then, you've seen her as well, because very often she's not around now, because I'm speaking a little bit louder than normal, to sort of, to get good sound for the microphone and for the live. And she doesn't like that. So yeah, it's too noisy for her here now. So that's why she's not here. So that's why I thought, well, she's in those videos, so at least you get to see her there. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. Paige, I have not. And do you know what? I keep forgetting to go and check, because I need to go and check myself. So I've got to just remind myself. Right. Writing it down. I keep remembering, then I go and check it, and I open my computer and I'm doing something else, of course, because there's always other things to do. So yes, I will go and have a look and let you know what's happening there. Kathy, fantastic. That's exactly what I want to hear from you, that you are enjoying the learning process. No worries if you're only on row 23, just keep on going. Keep going, keep doing those videos, keep on going with it. Oh, Wendy, thank you. Yes. Thank you, Rena. Yeah, that's why I thought I would leave her in, because I do know you guys enjoy seeing her. And yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely to see her, and it's keeping it real. I'm not going to sort of pick her up, put her down. She'll be back there in 2 seconds, right? I think, was that during the CAL or another video There is actually one where I'm trying to film with her on my lap, which doesn't make it easy either, and I show you that as well. So I'm like there. So, yeah, I mean, but there we go. Voila, that's it, Michelle. She goes where she wants to. She's now in her in the utility, sort of what we call her her holiday home. It's getting warmer in there, so she loves being in there. But yeah, she's there. Oh, you've got a ragdoll as well, and your cat is called Lee. Is it Leela, or would you pronounce it Layla as well, like I'm pronouncing Layla, Carol? Yes, she is part of Ophelia Talks. Yeah. Her tail, yeah. She will be there will be her back as well at one point, I think. Um, I do like the fact that, you know, there was the title, Layla getting her tail in or whatever it was, that yeah, in the chapter. Fantastic. It's pronounced Leela. Layla? Layla? Yes, Carolyn. Layla lends a tail. Yeah. Carolyn, yeah, that's the perfect excuse for me to send Dirk a message. Say, could you make me a cup of tea? Because, I can't move. Or, darling, you'll have to make the dinner. I'm under the cat. Perfect excuse. Perfect excuse. Valid excuse as well. Tales from the Crochet Lounge. Yeah. Yeah, cats are such supervisors, aren't they? They always have to know what you're up to, and yes, Rafaela, yeah, remember Ray as well. Yeah, of course, he had to know everything. He had to know whatever, whenever you were doing something, he'd be there helping. Yeah, yeah. Right, everyone. Okay, so we have, of course, this week 2 more videos on the CAL coming out. And even, yes, midweek, there will be a bigger project for you to do, but just keep them for the weekend and, do them as you have time. Please do not stress over the fact that I'm, publishing a bigger project in the week and then a smaller one at weekend. I just, you know, that was that it just happened to be that way. I had to split up the design. I had to split up the videos into my publishing schedule. So, the last part of the CAL, so we will have videos all through May. At the end of May, we will also have a wonderful shawl to go with this video as well. So I will be showing you that one very soon. But for now, I still want you to concentrate on the actual blanket. And then, of course, in June, we will have a very special month of June as well, because, of course, that's when we are going to be celebrating our anniversary. So I do hope that you will have, yes, I had to split it up, but just take it one step at a time. Do the parts as you can and see how, enjoy it. Enjoy the journey, because that's part of it as well. Enjoy row 4s. And then enjoy the challenge of making an intricate pattern in between there. So I do hope that you will be back. Yes, and the bag as well, Michelle. The bag will be in there as well. So I do hope you will be back next week for some more CAL updates and seeing how you are doing. Make sure that if you are doing the CAL or any other project that you are doing, keep us posted in the Facebook group. We love to see what you are up to. Of course, Ophelia Talks Crochet projects in that Facebook group. So yes, of course, the CAL is not a race. You've got to enjoy it. It's your Odyssey. It's your Greek Odyssey along the keys, along the meanders of mosaic crochet. So there we go. Charmaine, I think I have put a link somewhere. Go to my Amazon shop. And in my Amazon shop, I have those handles. And then if you then click through to your Amazon shop in your country or the closest one or whatever, then you'll be able to see, where to get them from. Okay. But yeah, it's, of course, mine is in the UK. And yes, we still have packs available if you want to take part. So do go and have a look at our limited edition pack here, and I will see you next week. Bye, everyone. Bye.